Hello and welcome to the Ilene Silverman Show. I'm your host Ilene, and on this week's program, our guests from Dance Alive National Ballet discuss how they are an integral part of the arts in our community, enriching us through their dance and performing safely through the pandemic. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us for our program. I'm very pleased to introduce my guest, Judy Skinner, Dance Alive National Ballet, choreographer and executive administrator. And Judy, really, you wear so many titles, so many hats, in charge of education and outreach and all the projects you have been doing for many years for our community. And of course, with your sister, Kim Tuttle, artistic director, the two of you have created a professional dance company that is just a benefit and enriches our entire community. I mean, we can't say enough. If I could, I'd just applaud you right now.
Thank you.
And you're a longtime friend, and it's wonderful to have you back here on our show.
I was just thinking, sitting here, I feel so comfortable.
Oh yeah, we've been talking about Dance Alive National Ballet for years, but we never thought that we'd be talking behind masks,
exactly,
smiling at each other, and dealing with a pandemic.
Oh.
And there we were together last February. You had your gala, Dancing with the Stars competition, very successful. 2 weeks after that, the world changed, and Dance Alive had to just pivot.
We did. We were extremely fortunate in that we were able to get through the season and pay our dancers, which was a major concern. We had a performance scheduled and realized it was not going to happen. Then we thought we would bring it in-house.
Right. And
one of our medical advisors said, it's going to come down and it's going to be closed out. If you're going to do it, you have to do it right away. So the program we would have presented, we did in-house, filmed it. That met a grant requirement. We had a choreographer and
that was coming in from
right.
out of
We
town.
had funding through the National Endowment, so that enabled us to meet those requirements,
right.
and also to get a couple of pieces filmed that we wanted to have for future reference. And at that point in time, you know, we already had contracts out for the dancers for the coming year, and it's like, okay, we'll see.
They're a family, and they're an international company. Dancers all over, they're really depending on you.
Absolutely.
For their livelihood.
That's, Kim said, you know, it's the payroll every 2 weeks that you're dealing with, that you agonize over, how are we going to do this?
Right.
We were, I think, very fortunate in that the Phillips Center was worked very hard with us. I mean, we were realizing that ballet companies all over the world were closed.
And still are.
They still are, and additional ones. France, Paris Opera Ballet has closed. So many of them. And we worked very, very hard at a way to continue doing what we do in a safe way. And the Phillips Center was extremely careful.
Yes.
We can't begin to thank them enough for what they did. We had scheduled a Meet the Dancers, which is the way we open our
Yes,
season.
Yes.
And originally it was going to be rooftop.
Right.
And then they forecast rain. And it was
This won't work. No.
It won't work. Okay, we've got to do something else, and talk to Phoebe Cade, and Phoebe said yes, the Cade's available. So
Another pivot.
Right, immediately a pivot. And I have to say, it went extremely well. People were happy. There was enough spacing for everybody to be safe and secure. It was
and a delightful taste of what was to come from
absolutely
the season. Beautifully orchestrated.
Absolutely. And then we started getting ready for what we were going to do next, which was Ballet and Beyond. At the same time, we had to prepare for the Requiem that we were going to do at Holy Trinity. Totally different choreography. Totally different. We had Friday night an opportunity to provide for only 50 people. So those that had compromised immune systems could watch in a very safe manner. And it was interesting that one of the people there who hadn't anticipated came back the next day. For me, it was
yes, affirmation that you were providing a safe feeling, safe place.
The guest artists were wonderful, and they, their company, they haven't danced since March.
For a dancer not to dance, that is so painful.
Yeah, that was just. They were just overjoyed, and charming couple. So that went extremely well. All the performances went well. Made some new, really good friends.
Yes.
And then the next day, we did the performance at Holy Trinity, which, again, limited. And I have to say the Phillips Center, they're very careful. They have.
So there's only like 400 seats. Nobody in the front rows.
Exactly. Nobody in the aisles. Separated out.
Extreme safety precautions.
Exactly.
But people are trusting them for this, and
no intermission. So the programs are shorter.
Right, but less. Contact.
Absolutely.
Again, more safe for everyone in the audience. Now, and I want to hear about the rest of the season. We're going to take a quick break.
Okay.
Stay with us. We'll be right back. We're back talking about Dance Alive National Ballet. Judy, it's a comfort to know that all safety precautions are being observed. And this leads us to the next performance, the holidays. And thank you, Dance Alive, for giving us the Nutcracker once again.
It is a pleasure. We have, once again with the Phillips Center, rather than doing, 2 or 3 Nutcrackers, we're going to be doing 6 in town. We'll The 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th, we have 7:30 shows, and then on the 19th and 20th, we're going to do a 2 o'clock show, and that's to accommodate all those people that know that it's part of their holiday season. It
Right.
is
It's
it
a
is the
tradition
family
that
thing.
we-
Yep, it is tradition.
Yes.
We're going to do a special kind of thing. It's called a class with Clara
Oh,
on the
excellent.
19th and 20th, and that will be on stage, and only 25 children as long as they can walk. And I know Clara will be there and give them some instruction, and some of the dancers will be there. And then on the 16th, The Magic of Nutcracker, which is a special show for children with special needs.
Exactly.
And that's at 4:30. We'll be doing 2 Nutcrackers in Ocala, the first and the second, and then in Alachua we're going to be doing Nutcracker on the Lawn on the 3rd, and that will be at 7 o'clock. And then that kind of gets us through, and we're going to take a breath and go into 21 and pray.
And you're going to keep
That's
going.
it.
Yes, you're
Yeah.
going to keep going. But it's not many companies, as you have said, are even performing,
I
and
know.
certainly not performing the Nutcracker. And you were just making it's very special. We appreciate that you're
it
able
is-
to continue making this magic happen.
It is for us. I was watching rehearsal today, which Andy was conducting. You'll talk to him later, and it started. It
And you
kind
could
of-
feel it.
Exactly.
Yes,
exactly.
yes.
One
And
of the-
then, as the new year approaches
Yes,
in
yes.
February, something else special too.
We're going to do a studio series. We thought, okay, we want people to be able to come and see what we're doing, and it's going to be limited to only 20 people. It will be in the studio, either lunchtime or weekend evenings or Sunday matinee, and there will be options. There's going to be a classical. A classical one.
Right.
There'll be a contemporary one. Dancer's choice. The dancers are going to choose
Oh.
what they would like to perform. We're going to do a family one, and I think we'll probably do Ladybug for that. And then we're going to be doing a choreographic showcase with the younger dancers. And then in there, we're going to do Ani Collier's portraits,
Oh, yeah.
which we were looking forward to, but it's the kind of thing that can be done in a more intimate setting.
Yes.
So that it'll be on our website, and people can get tickets through Eventbrite, and we'll probably
Okay.
do some, again, small, intimate, 20 people, no more in the studio.
Well, that is how you're able
Yep.
to continue.
Yes.
And I think the intimacy will be appreciated.
Yep.
And I love that you're also showcasing so many types of dance through this studio series and showing the versatility of Dance Alive.
Exactly. I mean, the dancers are just phenomenal, and they're capable of doing anything. So we're really excited about this. We had thought about, okay, do we have the time for it?
Right.
Yes, we do, and the dancers
have
want to
the
dance.
audience for it.
Yeah,
You do.
exactly,
You do.
exactly. And then we will close out the season with Midsummer Night's
Oh,
Dream. That'll be
beautiful.
March 20th at the Phillips Center, and we'll do a 2 o'clock and a 7:30 show, and it is absolutely charming. And if you go on the website, we have our brochure is now
Oh,
digital, and you
I've
can
enjoyed it.
Yes,
Yes, yes, it's
you can click
extremely well
on
done.
and hear Andy
Yes.
talk about it, because
Yes.
he is going to be
The
principal-
donkey.
He is the donkey in there. Yeah.
But yes, you highlight each of the performances, and I think it's wonderful. And I just want to thank you and Kim and everyone at Dance Alive for making the magic happen over and over and over again. Your outreach programs were out of time, and I know that's something that has been severely impacted by COVID, but I know it's in the heart of what you do to give to this community, and our community appreciates Dance Alive.
Thank
And
you.
I thank you very much, Judy. Stay with us. We'll be right back. We're back talking about Dance Alive National Ballet, and I'm pleased to introduce Andy Valadon, principal dancer and assistant artistic director. And Andy, it's just wonderful to have you join us.
Pleasure to be here.
Oh, thank you. Of course, I'm thinking back to 2016 when I had the
yeah.
privilege of dancing with you.
That was
for the
us.
Dancing with the Stars competition. We
True.
won the People's Choice and the Judge's Choice Award, and that was a lot because of you.
We must have been
Appreciate you.
good.
You made it a lot of fun, as a matter of fact.
It was fun.
It is a treasured memory for me. And it was the Golden Gala
Yeah.
for Dance Alive National Ballet. And that has continued on year after year. I hosted the next year, and then the following year I was a judge. That is hard.
It
I
is.
mean, and actually I think the talent has gotten better and better.
I don't know.
Well, thank you.
After you, it's downhill.
You know, bless you. We're smiling behind the mask too,
Oh, we are.
like with Judy. But now, you're still having
Oh,
a
yeah.
gala coming up in February, and other dancers are getting paired with Dance Alive dancers and performing once again for the coveted awards of Dancing with the Stars.
True.
It's really a wonderful time. It takes a lot of work, by the way.
It takes a lot
practiced
of work,
a great
but
deal.
it's so great for us. It's like a opportunity to do something different,
Yes.
and the party is great. The party is
So fun.
wonderful, and we're
And-
hoping to keep a little semblance of normalcy.
No, I know.
Yep.
Yes. I mean, that's what, February 13th?
Yep.
You're changing it up again now. You're doing what you need to
A little more space.
be safe. Yes.
Yeah, a little more, you know.
Taking
in-
us out to Alachua to...
Yeah, in tune with the times,
Right.
and trying to keep safe and doing as much as we can with as little exposure.
Right. I mean, it's still going to have great food. We have Ghost and
Definitely.
Ali,
Yep.
you know, making music for us so we can all dance even if we're spread apart. Dan Hathcock, Unforgettable Events, working his magic.
Lots of
It's-
masks.
Yes, lots of masks. Oh, people will be really getting into all kind of very special,
Oh, yeah.
you know, evening style masks. And
We should do that.
and it's a great opportunity for other people. I loved what I did, and as I said, it's a very sweet memory, and others need the opportunity too. So you have to provide that, and it's something that people have looked forward to with Dance Alive National Ballet. I mean, you think back to the start of COVID, and Andy, for you and your wife as a dancer, what was that like when you
Well,
suddenly weren't dancing?
We were actually going right into our hiatus.
Okay.
We have like a 5 months off season
Right.
every year, and that happens in end of March, beginning of
Right.
April, and that's when COVID happened. So we were,
You were
just
kind of
getting
there.
into it. We were pretty lucky as a company because now in October, when Florida was kind of coming back already,
Right.
we started right away. Little bit of, you know, hand sanitizing and lots of masks around, but we started taking classes right away, got ourselves in shape because 5 months off is a long time.
Yes, I was. Yeah.
So it was a
lot of hard
rough
work.
beginning, but we got to do our Meet the Dancers show, our first show of the season, and now we're preparing. We did our second show at the Phillips
Broadway and
Center,
Beyond, yes.
and we're preparing for Nutcracker. So it's
It's never ending. You keep yes.
Yeah,
you keep
we're-
pushing. You're a dancer dances.
We're very, very blessed to be dancing because the companies all around the world
Are
are
not. I know.
stopped right now. So
And how long have you been with Dance Alive? Remind me.
13
Andy.
years
Oh my gosh.
since 2007, since
Oh.
August 2007. So 13
We are-
years and going.
Yes, we are so lucky. And your country of origin, you started.
I started in Brazil.
in Brazil.
Yes, at age 10, and I'm 48 now, so 38 years dancing. And I danced in France, England, all through South America, China, Japan. it's easier to tell you which countries I
You've
did
not
dance.
been to.
Yeah,
Yes,
dancing in Russia, everywhere, and now here.
I know, and we are so grateful and we're so blessed to have you as principal dancer and with what you're doing as assistant artistic director, working with Kim Tuttle, making, as I was saying before, the magic happen. Thank you very much. We look forward to many more years of you being here with Dance Alive.
Great.
And I'll be looking forward to maybe a social distancing dance with you at the gala.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Andy.
Thank you.
Stay with us. We'll be right back. We're talking about Dance Alive National Ballet, and I'm pleased to introduce Emily Posick, Associate Executive Director. And Emily, it's great to have you join us.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Well, you're a wonderful addition to Dance Alive National Ballet. How long have you been with them?
Thank you. I joined Dance Alive a year and a half ago.
All right. Well, you are, as I said, making an important difference. And I really want to acknowledge your degree from UF.
Yes, I am a very proud recipient. I have my undergrad degree in dance from University of Florida, but I was the first graduate of the Arts and Medicine program. So I have my master's in Arts and Medicine from UF as well.
A
So
wonderful achievement.
Yes.
We talked about our former dean of the College of the Arts, Lucinda Lavelli, who's still on the board for
Yes,
Dance
ma'am.
Alive,
Yep.
and the wonderful difference she made in encouraging you.
she did. She was an amazing dean, and I was lucky to be a part of the school when she was there. I always have fond memories of, I danced in a show in New York City, loosely collaborated with UF. It was just UF students, and she came to the show.
Right.
I mean, it
remember
was just
that. I remember that.
just really
it all being
special.
on Facebook.
So, and I'm really happy that I get to work with her now as she's on our board.
Yes, it's all very good things.
Yes.
And that's what we love about Dance Alive and the way you're an integral part of this community. So now there are ways the community needs to be a part of you
Yes.
and support Dance Alive. Tell us more about those opportunities.
Yes. So Dance Alive is a nonprofit company. So we are a 501c3 company. So we rely on donor support. That is
Right.
how we survive, right? We rely on grants and we rely on our community. So a couple of different ways that you can get involved. Obviously, monetary donations
You
are
need it more than ever.
More than ever.
Because tickets are restricted, not that many
tickets
people
are
can
very
attend a
restricted. We
performance.
have lost a ton of our touring due
Yes.
to the pandemic. So monetary donations are really kind of the best way to get involved, if we're being honest at this point. We have lots of different ways to do that. We have corporate sponsorships.
Yes.
So
Also
if
important.
you have a corporation, and we have so many different tiers and levels.
Right.
And we also have individual donations. And I am really trying to pave the way and normalize donating. I think sometimes people have a fear if they can't donate thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars that there's
Right.
no point to donate.
But every little bit
And
makes a
I'm
huge
telling
difference.
you, if just one week you decide you're not going to get Starbucks and you send us $10, that really has a huge impact on our budget. So
Right.
that's really important.
No, I understand. And what about the Encore Society?
We have a
There's
new-
another flip side.
Yeah,
to
we
it,
have a
yeah.
really exciting new initiative that we started. We launched it actually amidst the pandemic, and it's called the Encore Society. It's a 3-year pledging program. We have different levels, and actually how we kicked it off was really fun. We had Encore evenings where we had someone invite their close friends via Zoom.
Oh,
And we all got together with Kim and Judy and myself on the Zoom, and we had 2 dancers. And they got to meet the dancers and talk to Kim and Judy, and we showed some footage of the dancers.
Right.
And it kind of was a way for some of these people to be introduced to Dance Alive and or meet the dancers. And then
and
it was
to increase that connection.
exactly. So we were really excited that we had some people join our Encore Society. If you
Excellent.
join at a certain level, there's some really fun perks. We have beautiful seat covers that will be at the Phillips Center that will
Right.
say Encore Society, so you know where
Yes,
you're
so
sitting.
you're proud.
Yeah,
Yes.
so we're really excited. It's helping to sustain the future.
Yeah. And talking about the future, you are launching a capital campaign. I mean, it's still a work in progress.
Yes, we are looking for our future home
Right.
of Dance Alive National Ballet. Kim and Judy have carried this torch.
Oh, I can't even.
I mean,
Yes.
hardest working ladies
I
with
agree.
you in the group. I might put you in there too.
You're kind.
Hardest working ladies out there. They have earned their retirement probably 25 years ago.
Yes. They keep saying they're going to
Yes.
retire, but they're still back because they love it. It's
But
their heart.
exactly, it is their world. It is their heart.
They
But
have
we
to
are,
leave it in good hands.
yeah. So we are looking to fill those gaps, and we are launching a capital campaign soon. So that will be a really exciting time for us. I mean, it's in due time. The time is right.
Right, you were correct, Emily. I know we're going to run out of time, although I want to make sure everybody knows to go to your website, which is just so informative and entertaining. It's just wonderful. And I want to thank you and all of Dance Alive National Ballet
Yes.
for being a part of this community. You definitely enrich us beyond measure.
Well, we
thank you.
love being a part of this community, and definitely check out our website and Facebook and Instagram to see everything that's going on.
Yes, I will do so.
Yes.
And I'm so glad you tuned in, and I hope you will join us next week. Take care.